Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Hoppy. This is Hoppe Hour.
Listen to me, Randy. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, whether you're white or black or Sasquatch even. As long as you follow your dream, no matter how crazy or against the law it is. Except for Sasquatch. If you're Sasquatch, the rules are different.
Forget it, Meatwad. I'm a circus freak. That's all I'll ever be.
Whatever.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Jones.
Oh, yeah. This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you for the next hour. So call the show, 856-49-HOPPE. You can always leave me a tweet at Ryan Hoppe Radio and email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is a mix of celebrity news, my take on life, and more. It can be heard every Thursday at 5 p.m. East Coast time, 4 p.m. Central at zradiolive.com. It's also featured on the Quad Pod Network at qodpod.com/Ryan Hoppe, along with the other great shows on the Quad Pod Network. And we had an amazing premiere last week of Hoppe Hour Live. This is Hoppe Hour, a.k.a. Hoppe Radio, a podcast but a radio show. But we had our talking head show, Hoppe Hour Live, the first ever show on the No Filter Network and nofilter.net last week. For $4.99, you can watch it, baby. And it will be back this Thursday for all the info. If you're a little overwhelmed and a little freaked out because I spread myself thin and I do a lot, all the info is at ryanhopperadio.com. What the hell is this show about?
This podcast is for the people who wake up in the morning and grind their ass off. The people who run to their coffee pot and chug that scorching hot coffee. The people who won't give up no matter how hard life gets. The people who push their body to the limit just to get by in life. Because that's all you can do. This is Hoppe Hour.
Oh, I feel so great right now. Oh, I feel amazing. I totally don't have the keto flu, and I totally don't feel like utter trash. You know what the key is to the keto flu? You have to let everybody know that you're on the keto. That is the key to going through a keto flu. Is you have to let everybody know, hey, how's your life going? The kids are doing good. Wow, they're 4 years old. Wow, time flies. Did you know I'm on the keto diet? I mean, that's just the way you go, man. It's like being a vegan. So right now, you should be honored. You should be flattered. You should have a grateful sense in your heart that I'm here recording this podcast for you because I feel like utter trash. But you know who doesn't feel like utter trash? Me, after I chug this gallon of water real quick. Not the whole thing. Oh, God. Whoever created water needs to win a Pulitzer Prize in humanity.
Nick Jonas isn't letting the title sex symbol get to his head.
Oh, totally not. It got to his head when he was one of the biggest boy bands 12 years ago. Trust me, him being a sex symbol, that's not what got to your head. You banging and being married to a MILF. That's what got to your head, baby. Just saying.
The 28-year-old heartthrob told GQ Hype that he thinks being considered a sex symbol is, quote, flattering, but he doesn't take it too seriously.
I wouldn't either.
Quote, I just learned to laugh about it and think about the fact that my parents are probably reading some of the comments.
Seems like you care a lot about your parents. Why do I think you care a lot about what your parents think? Because you married essentially a parent. You married somebody who's 10 years older than you.
It's not something I wear as a badge of honor. I tend to try not to think about it because it would make me feel a little embarrassed.
Man, If I was a sex symbol, I would have that as my LinkedIn profile headline. It'd be under my accolades. I'm a sex symbol, according to People magazine.
The Spaceman singer said. Nick has been in the spotlight for more than a decade. His career
No way.
took off in the mid-2000s on Disney Channel alongside his brothers, Joe and Kevin.
Joe seems like such an asswipe, doesn't he?
During the interview, he was asked if he thinks his good looks impacted his career, even in a negative way.
Yeah, so how do you think that went? Let's take a quick guess here. Is he going to be an utter victim where, oh my God, I just went through such a hard life being a good singer and good looking, or is he going to play a victim, or is he going to be, whatever. Let's see what the answer is.
Quote, I don't know if I'm at liberty to say that or not because it's something about me. He
That's a way of saying, I love every second of it. I ain't going to rub it in your face.
said that
I have a wife to do that for.
certainly doesn't affect my ability to appreciate someone else's work, but we don't all think the same way. So I'm not sure. I can understand that it is a thing.
He's very humble. He knows the right things to say.
Nick also talked about body image, specifically people saying he had a dad bod a few years ago.
I love the insult of when someone goes, you have a dad bod, Nick Jonas. He's banging a MILF, and the person who says he has a dad bod is watching him in their mind.
Saying those comments can be dangerous. Quote, I think when it's comments attached to things like appearance and body image, that's when it can become quite dangerous.
And that's why I'm doing the keto. I have body issues.
Because no one ever knows what someone is going through or how it affects them personally, he said.
Yeah. Like last night, I was out and about, hanging out with some friends. And I was talking to this one dude who I'm friends with, but I feel like I always have to get manly advice from him. He's like my friend's friend, and we're friends. But last night, I was like, dude, I'm doing the keto diet. I want to be skinny, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, bro. Did you hear what you just said? Like, and he's doing that thing where he's like insulting you but complimenting you. Like, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but I mean, the word to use is not skinny, but like you should use the word like I want to get lean or I want to get cut, because like men don't use the word skinny. I'm just like, oh man, this planet.
Said they're very sensitive topics, but in the same way, you live a public life, and therefore parts of your life are going to be talked about. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's fair. It's just part of your reality.
Oh no, Nick Jonas, we're talking about how good looking you are. Oh no, what a life.
Nick has been busy lately working on some solo projects.
And banging a MILF wife of his. She said she wanted to have a whole racquetball team. I think it was cricket. Well, you got to get to work.
He released his album Spaceman in March and is currently a judge on The Voice and is going to host the 2021 Billboard Music Awards.
Hi, I'm here with my MILF of a wife. How are you?
But don't worry, Jonas Brothers fans, the band isn't going anywhere.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, man, I was so worried. But they're not going to break up. Oh, man. I was over here. I was so worried. I wasn't able to sleep, wondering what the hell is going on with the Jonas Brothers.
The brothers recently spoke to Access Hollywood's Zuri Hall, and they said the band is obviously still together.
Oh, obviously. We all need to know what's going on with the Jonas Brothers. Like, if you're obviously not in the know, you're just so missing out on their smarminess.
First of all, 2 years back together now. It's been 2 years since you announced as you were getting the band back together. So what's different this time around? Obviously, we've watched you guys.
You're older and you got kids and you're married.
We've loved your music for so many years. How are you switching up on us? How are you switching it up on us?
I don't know. What are you saying? Why would you even ask that? The answer is we're older now. We're more mature. We're not teenagers. Blah, blah, blah. What a great journalist.
These days.
We are switching it up by being in the midst of a global pandemic.
Oh, that too. I left that part out. Pandemic, we're married, we have kids, we got bills to pay that we pay immediately because we're rich.
Any time together. It's been obviously a crazy year for everybody, and we're navigating it as a family best we can, but also as bandmates. And that's by just staying as kind of close contact as we can, and in the various ways that we
I wonder what that group text is like.
do so. And also a few rare,
Alrighty, man. You're putting me to sleep.
Hoppy. This is Hoppy Hour.
The thing is that we're going to make new music cool.
Hoppy Hour will be right back.
Oh, no. This following segment has been brought to you by FitSageFitness.com. When I tell you that Devin Prasad is the best workout trainer in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. Add him on Instagram at fit_sage_fitness. You can see the journey that he's on in life. And you can sign up for workouts if you're in the Bay Area at FitSageFitness.com. But here's the deal. If you're not in the Bay Area, don't freak out. Don't have a panic attack. You can do virtual workouts and more. Come up with meal plans, workout plans, everything you need to get your life back in order. Go to FitSageFitness.com and tell Devin that I sent you.
Hoppy. This is Hoppy Hour.
Someone hook me up with a flame. I'm having a neck fit.
Light him up.
Meatwad.
Here.
Encourage him in his habit.
That's a good smoker.
When did you start smoking?
This morning. Now, where's my whiskey? I'm going to get tore up.
We shall acquire some wine on the way to the mall.
And then you can get tore up.
And pass out in the hot sun.
That's my boss.
I don't think Meatwad should be hanging around with these moon people.
Live from St. Petersburg, Florida, you are now tuned in to Hoppy Hour. Here's Ryan Hoppy.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
We have so much to get into. Now, as this show keeps on growing, as this show keeps on getting bigger, I'm going to keep on getting haters, and I'm also going to be getting,
watch out,
a bunch of fans that are going to go, oh, you're so amazing. Oh, you're so wonderful, Hoppy. Well, I got my first one last night. I've had people reach out to me like, hey, how can I listen to your podcast? Where can I find your podcast? Or people that listen to me when I worked in Cleveland radio. You didn't deserve all the crap Rover gave you. How can I find your podcast? Or people that are in Tampa. Oh, I like when you're on the Mike Kelta show. How can I find your podcast? But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whatever the hell you identify as on this planet known as Earth, I got to tell you, I have some breaking news. The reviews are in for Hoppy Hour. This one comes from Dennis. He sent me a Facebook message. Hey, Ryan, just wanted to let you know that I've been binging Hoppy Hour, and man, it's great. I can't believe I've been sleeping on this. Looking forward to more, brother. Thank you. I literally cannot explain how happy that made me feel. Why? Because I'm a narcissist. But at the same time, I do record for the hardworking average Joe. Oh, man, there was the texting. Facebook wants me to let them know that I want to give them a review. All right. Facebook says here, tap to get back into your Facebook account. Oh, I thought they wanted me to review something. Listen to me. This is the most Ryan Hoppe thing that would ever happen to me. I'm in the middle of giving thanks to a listener, and I get sidetracked by a text because I forgot to turn it off. I mean, if there was ever a way to explain my legacy of this podcast, it would be that. Also, it would be the fact that on this podcast, we talk about dating advice because I am the authority. No, seriously. Pete Davidson is.
Pete Davidson, the dating guru? The comedian is revealing his approach to relationships, and believe it or not, he's offering some sound advice to other couples out there.
What the hell is this? Believe it or not, as if we're supposed to be surprised that Pete Davidson is who we bow down to for dating advice.
The comedian is revealing his approach to relationships, and believe it or not, he's offering some sound advice to other couples out there.
We do need to believe it. Pete Davidson can literally get any female he wants. Now, are they long-term relationships that end in forever and ever? Not at all. I'm sure every single female gets sick of him. But when I tell you that we all need to carry ourselves similar to Pete Davidson, maybe not with the personality disorder, but the fact that that guy doesn't care, the fact that that guy can get whatever he wants because he's got that big D energy. He walks in the room and he knows he's the best. And any Gen Xer out there who hates on him, King of Staten Island, wasn't that good of a movie? Shut up. I want to see you make a better movie. Oh, his comedy specials aren't that good. Oh, I bet you're killing it at the local open mic in Ybor City. Anybody who hates on Pete Davidson thought that Gene Simmons was cool growing up, so shut up.
I am just very, very honest. I think like what a lot of people do is they try to put on their, not even their best self, but like almost a version of themselves that they would like to be. Mm-hmm. And then, eventually that will unravel.
Yeah, so Pete walks in and goes, I'm a sociopath. I'm triggered by my father dying in 9/11. And here is my nice apartment.
These words of wisdom come amid his own romance rumors. The SNL cast member is reportedly dating Bridgerton actress Phoebe Dynevor.
Oh,
I think always going into it honest and like,
we heard you.
Just not playing any of the games.
Yeah.
Like any of the text games.
That is one thing. There's 1,000,002 things, maybe even 1,000,003. Generously, maybe 1,000,004 things I don't miss about being single. But one of the major things is literally the text games where you think you have a lead, you think you're doing well, you think you're doing amazing on a dating app, and then they'll either unmatch with you, they'll unfriend you on Snapchat, they'll play the games, and literally you are there hanging out, wondering if you even matter. Because when you're on these dating apps, you do realize that you're one of 1,000,000 guys. So you're no different than anybody else. So you're one of 1,000,000. And you're literally, it's like you're on a Price is Right. And you're dealing with this dude who's a $47,000 millionaire. The guy that's got enough money to get by, but dresses like he's a millionaire and gets drunk in Soho. Yeah, that's the guy the girls want to bang. Oh, yeah. Me over here, the $15,000 broke man. Thank God for my girlfriend. Oh, man, if there's an afterlife and all the angels are up there hanging out. Oh, man, she's getting the VIP treatment. But then again, my girlfriend should be grateful and honored to be dating me, a man with no flaws and totally not a narcissist. Oh, I just give her the treatment of an angel.
Won't hit you up for a certain amount of hours because I want to seem busy.
Yeah.
Pete stopped by the Breakfast Club on Thursday and said a lesson he has learned along the way is to be upfront.
I just, off the top, I'm like, hey, I'm nuts. Here's all my issues. Here's what I do.
That is exactly what I did on my first date with my girlfriend. On all the previous dates, I would try to hide who I am. But I told my girlfriend everything on the first date. Everything. She was actually kind of surprised. She's like, whoa, he's telling me everything here.
There's the therapist. This is what happens. And that could either be a lot for someone.
Yeah.
Or it could be, they could,
most of the time people going through the same thing.
They could be, or they could be like, cool. That was really refreshingly
Thanks
honest.
for spirit.
Or sometimes it could be a little intense and weird, and people can't handle that stuff.
Yeah.
If dating history serves, maybe Pete is onto something. He has been linked to a number of other celebrities, including Kate Beckinsale and Kaya Gerber. The stand-up comedian was also set to marry pop star Ariana Grande before they called off their engagement in the fall of 2018.
Man, he just lives to talk about that.
Now, dearest readers, the New York native is a taken man yet again.
Who's he dating?
It appears Pete has recently had his eye on the diamond of the season. Though they have never publicly confirmed their romance, Pete did drop a hint about his new relationship with Phoebe in a Zoom with Marquette University. When asked who his celebrity crush is, he quipped that he was with her. His tips for that budding new love? Trust.
If you trust.
That's a good idea. Here's an example. I had to get up at 3 a.m. on Saturday, and my girlfriend went to see the Supervillains concert in downtown St. Pete. So I dropped her off in downtown St. Pete on Friday at 8:30 p.m. She came home drunk as hell. It was adorable. But what I'm saying is she went to a concert by herself. And I got a few people that messaged me. They're like, dude, how could you have somebody so beautiful and so good looking go single to a concert? Aren't you afraid of the guys that she's going to be hitting on? I'm like, no, that's why you're single. You got to have trust.
And love the person, and they're doing their thing, whatever. I think as long as you guys keep in touch, or can understand each other, I think you'll be fine. That would be.
I don't know.
Phoebe might not have to read between the lines with the King of Staten Island actor. He's not one to beat around the bush.
If I'm into you,
yeah, he does beat around the bush up.
Like I'm really into you.
Word up.
Another rule Pete follows: constant communication. We think Lady Whistledown would agree.
It just creates this whole anxiety and a lot of stress, and there's enough of that going on. So I think, like, that part of the relationship, it should be so easy. It should
Listen. He really is the king.
Would you go to space if he asked you?
100%.
Would you get stoned with him if he asked you?
100,000%.
Pete Davidson has entered the chat. The SNL cast member is weighing in on the recent debate surrounding this weekend's guest host, Elon Musk.
So this is from a few days ago because it's already happened. I have no need to watch SNL because my life is too short and SNL has not been funny for about 15 years. But here's the thing. All those woke comedians on SNL, they were like, we can't have Elon Musk on here. He's been promoting fake news. Listen, guys. Listen here. We couldn't even name an example of a comedian that was offended by Elon Musk being on SNL. You know what I mean? Like if it was, let's say, Tina Fey 12 years ago, they would have said Tina Fey. They would have said Will Ferrell, Jimmy Fallon. What I'm saying is the cast members that are so irrelevant, their names weren't even used as an example of being offended about Elon Musk going on the show. Does that make sense? Like, you're so irrelevant. You're such a nobody, even though you're on SNL, which shows how irrelevant SNL is, that you can be on there and be a nobody. That when people were talking about Elon Musk not supposed to be on SNL, they were talking about the fact that there were literally people on SNL that didn't want him on there, but no one used their names because we don't know who the hell you are. You don't matter. Elon Musk does. He matters. And you know why Elon Musk matters? Because he's one of the biggest celebrities in the whole wide world. And to me, that's what probably made the show entertaining. Did I watch a second of it? No. But people want to watch for something interesting. It doesn't always need to be agreeable, liberal, woke TV. That's why your ratings are down. Saturday Night Live.
I haven't met him yet. I'm having dinner with him tonight.
Oh, that's exciting.
And Lauren, so I will meet him. I'm really excited, man. I hope I'm going to ask him for like a Tesla or something.
Although the
Why not?
Decision to have Elon host has brought out many critics. The comedian told Seth Meyers,
Yeah, bring up these critics. If these critics are so important, we would know who these cast members are. We're waiting. Who are you guys? We don't know who you are because you're irrelevant.
that he doesn't see a problem with the choice.
And the thing, too, is you're speaking out because literally no one knows who you are. So your first time being relevant is talking about somebody that is relevant.
Guys, I don't know why people are freaking out. They're like, oh, I can't believe that Elon Musk is hosting. And I'm like, the guy that makes the Earth better and he makes like cool things and sends people to Mars.
The first thing on Pete's to-do list when he meets the SpaceX founder? Persuade him to hand over the keys to one of his electric cars, of course.
Mother's Day's coming up. You know, my mom would, it would be cool if, you get
Now, if he gave it to you...
All right, Seth Meyers. You suck.
Hoppy. This is Hoppy Hour.
Hoppy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment was being brought to you by the Tampa Bay Hot Sauce Company. Let the beat drop. Oh, yeah. Let that beat drop. I think it's going to drop. Here it is. TampaBayHotSauce.com has all the locations where you can buy it in person. You can also order online and much, much more. All the info is at Tampa Bay Hot Sauce on social media and TampaBayHotSauce.com.
Hoppy. This is Hoppy Hour.
A $9,000 prostitute, please. Oh, do you have 9 $1,000 ones? Yeah, good. And if you got an albino, send her up too. And like 20 minutes, I'm going to be asleep, so get them up here. I had like half a bottle of melatonin, 6 beers, this whole bucket of chicken. Oh, the Sandman is coming.
856-49-HOPPY. Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, baby.
Megan Fox just did her best Britney Spears impression, and we gotta admit, it's pretty on point.
Could you imagine if a man did this? Oh, he's being a douchebag, but it's Megan Fox. Oh, she's so delightful.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Megan stopped by the Kelly Clarkson show on Thursday and explained how the pop star helped her overcome her fear of flying.
Even if you hit turbulence and you're like, I don't like how this feels, I would throw on certain music that I just knew I wasn't going to die
That's how she got away with it, by then complimenting Britney.
to, which was like, for me.
I'm Kelly Clarkson. I'm alone. Ugh.
That was Britney Spears, like the archive.
Hear that laugh. I'm taking a play out of the Jimmy Fallon book of...
which was like, for me.
Oh, God.
That was Britney Spears, like the archives, like from when I was young.
Why can't it be me? I was Miss Independent, too.
So like the Oops album or like, and I feel like, because you're not going to
go out like that.
You're not going to go out like that. You're going to listen to my music. Listen to my music.
Like,
I mean,
alrighty, I can't take it. Good for Megan Fox as she supports Britney Spears. Bad on Kelly Clarkson for... Oh, God. Irritating.
The world knows our first guest from a little show called Friends, but currently I just know her as my landlord.
I don't consider me a landlord. I consider myself your roommate.
Ellen DeGeneres explains why she's living in Courtney Cox's house. Meanwhile, Court says filming that long-awaited Friends reunion was so emotional.
I like Friends, but I feel like one episode you've seen it all. I mean, I like watching it, but I'm like, oh, I got it.
What? On Thursday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, the 63-year-old TV host who is married to actress Portia de Rossi dished on why she's currently crashing at her famous friend's pad.
I'm not having marital troubles. I'm not out of my house because I'm not
Of course not. You would never have marital troubles.
living with Courtney Cox because I'm kicked out of my house. So we sold our house here in Beverly Hills and I needed a place to stay, and you were
Because you're having marital issues. Why not live with your wife then?
kind enough to say, yes, stay at my house.
And while the 56-year-old
Sounds a little fishy.
Friends star was happy to help out her pal, she admitted there have been a few bumps in the road.
Yeah, what does it say about Courtney Cox if she's friends with Ellen?
Style guru. So I was nervous about you staying there, being that I haven't redone it, or it's just I haven't been there in a year. So I had it cleaned and I
What a life. You haven't been in a house in a year.
moved everything off the right side of the bathroom.
Alrighty, I can't relate. Next on the Hoppe Hour, we're going to roast more famous people.
Gnarly, because like in our entire relationship, you never expressed that you had any interest in females whatsoever.
In a new teaser for season 2 of The Hills New Beginnings, Brody Jenner and Caitlyn Carter discuss their split, and they talk about how Brody reacted to Caitlyn's rebound with Miley Cyrus.
More like how Caitlyn's rebound was cheating on Brody with Miley Cyrus, and at the same time, Miley Cyrus was cheating on Liam. I love how that's never discussed. We act like they were officially separated from their men before they began hooking up. But if Liam and Brody, not together, even though that'd be fine, but if they were hooking up with girls on the side while in a relationship, they would be called cheaters. But because it's Caitlyn Carter and Miley, I don't know if it's a sex thing or whatever, oh, it's so empowering. No, it's called cheating.
So let's get into this.
Okay.
The first season of The Hills New Beginnings aired in 2019, and a lot has happened to all the cast members since then.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, Brody Jenner and Caitlyn Carter have come a long way during the filming hiatus.
Oh, really?
Last we saw on screen, the two were still married on the show, though they had already called it quits in real life by the time the first season aired.
Awkward.
And in a new clip ahead of the season 2 premiere next week, fans got a sneak peek of Brody and Caitlyn's conversation about what went wrong at the end of their marriage. Brody started off discussing the pressures he felt to take the next step, like have kids.
And it wasn't meant to be because she was going down on Miley.
And he said that pushed him to drink more than he should have.
Oh, but if it would have pushed Caitlyn to drink, the man would have been evil.
I think that there were certain things in our marriage that were also driving me to drink more than normal, honestly.
But Caitlyn said she felt like Brody was just blaming his drinking on the pressures of their marriage. And
yeah, but if it would have been Caitlyn suffering, oh, it's the man's fault. Get it together.
There were bigger underlying issues.
Brody likes to use me pressuring him as like a little bit of a scapegoat for his drinking.
How dare he? You cheated on him. You cheated on him. And no one talks about it. We all kiss your ass.
The two also discuss what happened after their split. And
yeah, after their split.
In case you forgot, Caitlyn started dating Miley Cyrus shortly after her split from Brody.
Oh, God. It's just the ass kissing with the media.
During their short-lived relationship, the two were spotted out on multiple occasions packing on the PDA.
Yeah.
And while Caitlyn and Miley didn't work out, Brody claims he never saw that relationship coming and wasn't aware of that side of Caitlyn's sexuality while they were married.
Yeah, she didn't enjoy banging you.
The circumstances of what happened after our split catered to that negative.
Yeah, you realize you got cheated on, but you're on a reality show and you can't say that she cheated on you because then you'd be going against the empowerment of her.
You know, the whole like lesbian thing was gnarly because like in our entire relationship, you never expressed that you had any interest in females whatsoever.
The way you cheated on me and you were going down on another chick, oh, it's so gnarly.
Caitlyn disagreed and said she didn't think that was fair of Brody to say.
Oh, how dare you! You don't talk bad about me because I am Caitlyn Carter and I'm a woman, and you don't talk bad about me because I am the protagonist in this situation.
And we'll just leave Brody's response up to your interpretation.
I don't think that's totally fair, true to say.
We had some fun, but what I'm saying is like, yeah.
Well,
I don't like being called out because I have raging daddy issues.
So much excitement about this upcoming season. Fans cannot wait
It says here, Brody Jenner would be down with dating Kristen Cavallari. The video is 9 minutes long, but I would be down with dating Kristen Cavallari if I was single too. Hell yeah, be Eskimo Brothers with Jay Cutler. But I believe Kristen Cavallari is banging that comedian Jeff Dye. Oh, how great he is. Mm-hmm. Austin Mahone weighs in on Bad Barbie's OnlyFans. Of course, Austin Mahone has to weigh in on someone's OnlyFans. He is irrelevant. Actually, it's an insult to the word irrelevant of how Austin Mahone doesn't even matter in 2021. He barely mattered in 2015.
After more and more controversy surrounding the OnlyFans age limit, singer Austin Mahone is speaking out and saying why he does not think the 18-year-old age limit should be increased.
Oh, this is weird.
Let's get into it.
I need to get some hand sanitizer too.
Austin Mahone may
I feel icky talking about this.
be a name you haven't heard in a while,
Yeah,
but his OnlyFans presence might speak differently. But after more controversy continues to arise regarding the age limit of the platform's creators, Austin spoke his piece and revealed why the age limit should not be raised from 18 plus to 21 plus.
I don't know. This is weird.
During a night out in Los Angeles, paparazzi caught up with Austin to ask him about the issue and explained that many fans found it creepy when Bad Baby, aka Danielle Bregoli, turned 18 and immediately broke OnlyFans records within 6 hours of being on the platform.
And what I thought is creepy, what I think is creepy too, is she's sharing all the DMs she's getting. And there's dudes DMing her that are like, I've been a fan of you for years. Like, dude, she's been 18 for like 2 minutes. You're a creep.
Austin was quick to share his thoughts on the matter and explain why he thinks there's no harm in keeping the age limit to 18 plus. Check
Why? This is weird.
it out.
I think it's okay for 18 plus. I mean, OnlyFans is a platform just like, you know, any other platform. It's just
Where you show your boobs and your vagina.
What you feel like doing.
Austin is pretty active on OnlyFans, occasionally posting discounts for his site on Twitter. However, his content is pretty lax, as he reportedly doesn't show full nudity.
How irrelevant. I mean, at least he was relevant. I'm getting there. But I'm saying, how irrelevant is Austin Mahone? Yeah. Yeah, that's one of his songs. Get it? I can't play it because of copyright. How irrelevant is he that he went from being the top of the charts in 2013 to now literally on OnlyFans? It's kind of like Tyga going on OnlyFans, having those orgies. If you're going from being a top 40 artist to going on OnlyFans, yeah, you're having good sex or whatever, but man, that is a fall from grace.
Debate as to whether the OnlyFans age should be lowered heightened back in March when Danielle posted a countdown to her 18th birthday on March 26th, which is the legal age limit to post on the streaming platform. Danielle then shared literal receipts on her Instagram showing her earnings of over $1 million in just 6 hours after her debut. And
that is creepy. Think about that. You literally, she's so smart though. Like, she doesn't really care. Like, she's just kind of embracing that everybody's a creep and she wanted her $1 million, which is fine. But think about it. You got all the guys. There's 1257, all the creeps. It's 1257. Oh my God. 12:57 in 20 seconds. 12:57 in 30 seconds. Until I get to see her nude. I mean, how sick in the head must she be? Oh, it's 12:57 in 45 seconds. All right, let me skip forward. I want to hear what the countdown does when it's 15 seconds. 12:59, 11:59 in 58 seconds. Oh no, she's almost 18. 8 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. That's the sound of the FBI at your door.
Hoppy. This is Hoppy Hour.
Hoppy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment. Oh, yeah. It's being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts. Let the beat drop. Oh no. Here it comes. Now, if you go to Amir Academy of Martial Arts and you tell him that I sent you, oh, he will hook you up. You will also see me there at class. When I tell you at Amir Academy of Martial Arts that it is full of dignity and class and honor, that's not even saying enough. That is an understatement. And you also get your endorphins flowing and your adrenaline. AmirAcademy.com for all the info.
Hoppy, Hoppy, Hoppy. This is Hoppy Hour. Hoppy's mind is like a circus, and you're all invited. Welcome back to Hoppy Hour. His Midwest accent and rants are like endorphins for your workout. You are listening to Hoppy Hour.
Board.
C-Lab 2021. Good show. Board. Mm-hmm.
Board.
Hey, he never holds back, and he speaks his mind.
I do.
Welcome back to Hoppy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Watch out. Hoppy is about to rant.
Oh, yeah. It's footage of Logan Paul coming out of a helicopter. Relatable.
Just came from a business meeting. Trading a lot of cryptocurrency. I'm a busy man. I got somewhere to be.
Oh, that guy's got such a small dick. Him and Floyd Mayweather looking each other in the eye. Oh, man, I would not want to piss off Floyd Mayweather. Why? Because he's a bad person. And I actually would say that to his face because I would want him to beat me up so I could get some money. Floyd Mayweather, you're a bad person. Floyd Mayweather, you are the biggest creep ever. Oh, I don't want to hang out with you.
Here comes the money.
Yeah, Floyd, pay up, bitch.
Here comes the money.
Oh, you think I'm kidding? Have you seen what I do on the radio? They're looking each other in the eye. Oh, yeah. They're just looking each other in the eye.
No, you ain't. I'm willing to fight both in the same.
I had to fast forward a little too far. Let's hear this press conference between Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. I'm sure this totally was not scripted at all.
Floyd came out of retirement just to get re-retired. I think you bit off more than you could chew, Floyd.
Wow.
Remember this.
Yeah.
June 6th.
Okay.
Tune in.
Yeah.
Come out. I'm going to entertain.
Yeah.
We're going to have fun. I don't have to talk about what I'm going to do.
He is a scary dude. You got Logan Paul over here, overcompensating because he knows he's going to get his ass beat. And you got Floyd Mayweather like, no. I don't even need to talk about it. I'm going to beat your ass.
I don't have to talk about what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
The world know what I can do.
Yeah, totally.
I'm willing to fight both in the same night.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
I'm willing to fight both in the same night.
No, you ain't. You ain't going to be able to handle one.
I mean, I get it's a payday or whatever, but man, like Logan Paul seriously can't think that he's going to beat Floyd.
But one thing we do.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
We kick ass. That's one thing I do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
We kick ass. That's one thing that we do. Oh man, it's
doo-doo.
Good to be back. I'm happy to be back.
I've been actually behaving off the ring lately too.
I haven't fought in Miami in a while. I think the last time I fought in Miami was 1998, and I got fight.
Dude, he is a scary guy. I don't know if it's because of all the bad things he's done outside of the ring, but man, he's just frightening.
Fighter of the year. Logan Paul is huge.
It's because he's so like not intimidating looking. Like he's got kind of a casual look. That's what makes his sociopathicness frightening.
On YouTube, and he has a huge following. You know, big guy, strong guy, and it's fun. It's entertaining. It's all about entertainment, and he's on. And of course, when he's on social media, he's entertaining the people all the time. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is gonna be a crazy event. I'm just glad that I'm able to just come back and still entertain.
I kind of hope he knocks out Logan because like Logan's running his mouth, and I get that's what he does. But man, you're going up against Floyd Mayweather, bro.
And get the people something to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just feel inspired, man. I want to beat the shit out of him.
You see how Floyd's being casual, and he's like, it's going to be a good time because he's undefeated. He knows what he's doing. And Logan's like, I'm going to beat his ass. I'm going to beat it. That's called overcompensation. That's called thinking you need a Magnum condom when you don't. Thinking you need to drive a Hummer when you don't.
Like, I really do.
Yeah.
This fight means so much to me, to my fans, to my family.
Of course it does.
Watching.
If you lose this, you're irrelevant.
Who thought they couldn't do something in life, and like, that's the energy I'm going in with.
David and Goliath.
Right, everyone says this is impossible.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, it was impossible that I got this fight.
Not really. You're one of the most famous dudes, and he's one of the best ever. It's not like out of this world.
Possible that I did this that I had in my life already. Beating Floyd Mayweather, gonna check it off the list. Well, I got
I can't take this. Would you pay $1 million for wine that went to space? I find people that drink wine and have to brag about how nice it is to be smarmy. I'll go to Publix and get wine for $6.99 and get drunk, man. Oh, jeez.
This wine has been on quite the journey, and now one company is hoping someone will pay big bucks for it.
I've been on quite the journey. I go to Publix, I get the wine for $5.99, and then I chug it, and then I'm drunk.
Back in 2019, 12 bottles of a coveted Bordeaux were sent to the International Space Station. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, they weren't for the astronauts to drink.
Got it.
The main reason going to
They probably could have used it.
space was, in fact,
what?
To see how the aging process is working and how we can we can influence.
And you know the person that's going to drink this is going to be like, oh, I could totally taste the outer space in it.
The aging process.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to find out the role of certain substances is to go under conditions where you can exclude these working of these substances.
All right, I can't take it. This next headline we got to do. You know how they do trigger warnings on videos? We just got to do a douchebag, creepy, burn in hell warning.
Josh Duggar is out on bail as he awaits trial on child pornography charges.
Gross.
At the former reality star's detention hearing this week, Judge Christy Comstock granted a motion for Duggar to be released from jail to third-party custodians. He was photographed leaving the Washington County Detention Center.
That's how much you've fallen off. You go from hanging out with the elite politicians to hanging out with a bunch of custodians that are third-rate.
In Fayetteville, Arkansas on Thursday. According to multiple reports, the judge said she could not, quote, in good conscience, allow the father of 6 to reside with his family, but she is permitting him unlimited contact with his children as long as his wife, Anna, is present.
Oh, jeez.
Duggar is also reportedly prohibited from having access to the internet, and he cannot be around any other minors, including his nieces and nephews, with or without supervision.
Oh, thank God he's hanging around these kids, though. He's so trustworthy. He's such a good guy. Praise Jesus. Gross.
The latest development follows a Homeland Security agent's disturbing testimony at the hearing. People magazine reports that Special Agent Gerald Faulkner claimed for the prosecution that on 3 consecutive days in May 2019, Duggar downloaded files depicting child sex abuse. According to the outlet, Faulkner said the alleged images in one file were among, quote, the top 5 of the worst that I've ever had to examine, and allegedly included children younger than 12 years of age.
Burn in hell.
A detective in Little Rock, Arkansas, reportedly flagged the alleged images, which were then allegedly traced to an IP address at the car dealership.
Man, if the afterlife is real, which I hope it is, he'll burn there.
Where Duggar was working at the time.
Him and Jeffrey Dahmer just hanging out in hell.
According to People, Faulkner additionally claimed that when authorities raided the dealership in November 2019 and requested to speak with Duggar, the former reality star allegedly asked, without being told what the investigation was for, if they were there to inquire about child pornography. Faulkner then claimed...
That's weird. Listen to this. This is the sound of hell. You got in this corner, Derek Chauvin, whenever he dies. Hanging out over here with Josh Duggar. Here's Jeffrey Dahmer. Here's O.J. Simpson. If only the afterlife was real. What if it is? And in this corner is Ryan Hoppe because he didn't believe it was real. Ow, it hurts. My life's too short to hear this. Kanye West reacts to the end of the Kardashians ending. I don't care. Let's see what we got here. Madison Beer is tired of relationship haters. Well, you're famous, honey. Relax.
Madison Beer slams all of her haters and bullies. Hi.
Oh, you got so many of them, Madison Beer. You're so relevant in America. I'm going to let this whole sound effect play because that's how irrelevant you are. Not at all. And I met her, too. Very awkward. Too bad that didn't mean that we got along, because I'm awkward, too.
Hi, I'm Rodrigo Hernandez,
Hi.
and this is your 24/7 celebrity news.
Don't talk to me like that. I'm scared. Nice music.
As we all know, Madison Beer is a constant target of haters, and now she's ready to clap back.
She's a constant target of haters because she's always addressing that she's a constant target of haters, so they keep on doing it. But if she were to just ignore it and not let it bother her, she would not be a constant target of haters.
I can clear her name up. She said, I struggle so effing much to do so simple thing.
Well, pop a Klonopin and woo! Next on the Happy Hour. How do I know that Klonopin works? Because I take it. Actually, I need to go take it. Bye!
Hoppe. This is Happy Hour.